gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry about that. Apparently everything decided to, all my audio settings and everything decided to reset on me. But I appreciate everybody being here. Let's take a look real quick at something. Okay, cool. There we go. Then we'll do that. All right, but thank you everybody for being here. Again, I am ComixDad. Afternoon stream. We're here. We're doing some cool stuff. We're gonna build a transformer. But yeah, sorry about that. It was stuff on I launched it both on YouTube and on Rumble. Rumble wasn't translating through for some reason, but in order to correct that, I had to kill the stream entirely on both ends. So there goes my momentum, I guess, that I built. But if everybody could do me a favor, just go share the stream, whether if you're on Rumble or YouTube, go share it across all your different socials, because there is, or at least on the YouTube side, because there is a new YouTube link now, because technically it is a new stream. So if everybody on YouTube could please go do that real quick, I would really appreciate it. Because like I said, what I had to do to fix it to get to work on Rumble, I had to kill the whole thing and then restart it. But yeah, in the meantime, though, before we get into the build, while you're all here, let's get into the chat for a second. Error of Fate is here, says, hello, fellow humans, I'm just in to say hi. Error of Fate, as always, it's good to see you. Cole Hauser in the chat says, is this a Friday Night Tights operation? It sure as hell feels like it right now, man. It really does. Oh, excuse me. Panda Simone says, hi again all. And then, yeah, Panda Simone, White Devil Otaku, thank you both for letting me know that I was muted. It was a thing. It was doing it. But here we are. We are here to build Optimus Prime from Generation 1 Transformers. Let's see here. Let me kick over to my other screen here. Boom. Let's just show everybody the box. This is the box. It's a really cool model kit. I am not really a model kit type of person, or at least I wasn't until a few weeks ago, where between talking to a couple of friends of the channel, both Yarnwitch and also Professor Savage Dad, like Yarnwitch likes to crochet and knit and stuff on her channel. Professor Savage Dad just likes doing model kit building. So between talking to the two of them about stuff, I was kind of inspired to maybe try doing a model kit build live on stream. So shout out to Yarnwitch, shout out to Professor Savage Dad. But anybody that wants to build this exact model, by the way, oh, go ahead. Queen Comics Wife is here. She'd like to say hello to everybody.
Hey, guys. I'm working, so I can't really talk on, but hey, love you guys. I'll see you guys tonight on my channel.
Cole Hauser says, yo, praise Ara, howdy Comics Dad. Howdy, Cole Hauser. But yeah, if anybody wants to go pick up this model, and then there's also a Megatron model that I'd like to pick up eventually too, you could get these at Hobby Lobby. Now, Hobby Lobby pretty regularly does 40% off on the entire model kit aisle, so not just the models themselves, but also supplies and stuff. I think there was a sale last week. I don't know if they're doing it again this week, but they do it like every couple of weeks. But if anybody is interested in building this model for themselves, the link is in the description of the stream. So go ahead, check it out, pick it up. White Devil Otaku said $50. Damn. Yeah, White Devil Otaku. Well, actually, the funny thing about this is, yeah, this was cover or sticker price $45.99, but because these are also from overseas, this is from, I guess, like the not a recent shipment that my local Hobby Lobby got. I was at another Hobby Lobby over the weekend, and instead of this saying $45.99, I guess a new shipment they got in, it said $58.99. So I actually got this on a steal, and it was the 40% off sale at Hobby Lobby. So I really only got this for about $26. So, but here is the instruction manual we're going to be working with. It's just really cool. This is what we're building. Optimus. I love the background they added to it. But yeah, let's, without further ado, if anybody has any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know in the chats. But without further ado, I'm just going to throw in some music here. And if you guys have any questions or just want to talk about whatever, let me know. And we're going to hang. We're going to chill. So let's do it. Let me just get that out of there. And then we'll get some music going here. Here we go. And guys, let me know if the music is too loud or too soft. Music that I've got to kind of just let us chill and hang out with. So what do I need first? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to build the arms. I was given the dog, so I have the 3-pound comics dog, the rat dog, tied to my foot right now. So, because Queen Comics Wife's going out. But yeah, we're going to be doing the arms. So first thing we need, so we're going to go to G. So we can do all the right side hand first. So we need G. This is E. There we go. G. And then you gotta make sure you have your snips. So we need G 19, 14, and 5 for the first part of the right hand. 19. There we go. 14. And 5. Where's 5? There's 5. And we're just gonna flip that down. And if you guys need me to move the camera back out, Cole Hauser says, so what, no Transformer background music? Comics Dad, come on, bro. Just kidding. No, I wish I could, but we all know how YouTube is with copyright nonsense, so I'm waiting to see if that cover of the Transformers theme that I found for the open, I'm curious to see if I'm even going to get hit for that, because it was a cover, it wasn't the actual direct song itself, but I don't know. White Devil Otaku says, hey, quick question, I'm thinking of starting to stream myself. What software do you use? I'm kind of playing around with StreamYard. Stay away from StreamYard. StreamYard is awful. Depends on where you want to stream to. If you want to stream on YouTube, you could do OBS, or if you want to do kind of something like I do, where I can pull up your comment like that. What I am using is a web-based platform called EVMux. EVMux is awesome, but depending upon what you want to do, you can get away with using the free version. But if you want to have custom stuff and all that, like I got, you have to do a paid version. There are 2 paid tiers of EVMux. When we're done with the stream here today, if you want White Devil Otaku, just shoot me a message on X, because I know you follow me over there. Shoot me a message on X, and later on I'll send you some links. A friend of the channel, Tomby, he's got some videos on EVMux. He's actually the one that put me on the EVMux. And I'm enjoying it much better than a couple of times I've used StreamYard, and I'm enjoying it a lot more than when I was using Rumble Studio also. So hopefully that answers your question for you. We got that. Oh, these are all different hands that we can give Optimus. Okay, so we're going to build these different hands. So we want to make sure we snip snip without actually cutting a finger off. Snip. Okay, cool. Now let's put that up there. Cool as well. Oh, side. Okay. How's this go? That's what she said. Okay. Aha! Did I get it? Ah, there we go. Okay. Yes, we're building different hands that we can use for Optimus for different poses. So there is our first right hand done. Now we need for the next one. I'm not going to be overly worried about the hands, so let's do. Okay, so E, E, no, this is G. So I need E1, that's E2, that's E2. Cole Hauser says, I still haven't built my Lego Optimus. Yeah, man, I wish I could build Legos, but I just don't have the room for it. And that's also kind of why I like doing the model building. The boxes aren't nearly as big. And they're posable and thinner than doing like a big Lego build, so I can be a little more lenient with kind of where I place them in the room and find places to put them. But I wish I had the space to do a bunch of cool Lego stuff. E15, E117, E110, and E113. So E15. Thank you again, everybody, for being here and hanging out today. Please be sure to hit the like button. And also, before we even started the stream, we were sitting at 299 subs on YouTube. I set a goal back at the end of March. By the end of May, hit 300. Well, just from a couple of people sharing the link for today's stream, we broke that. And right before we started, we were at 301. So everybody, thank you so much, Comics Crew. I appreciate you guys. Without you guys, there is no channel, there is no Comics Crew, there is no Comics Dad. So I appreciate you guys, and please continue to share the stream, share the channel, tell your friends, tell your family. I'm not a traditional channel. I don't kind of just stick with one thing. And yeah, that kind of messes with the algorithm and whatnot. But I'm just, I don't have the bandwidth to manage multiple channels, so I'm just kind of do things that I like, do things that you guys like seeing. And kind of the way that this channel will survive is pretty much by word of mouth and people subscribing and turning on notifications. So these guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and please continue to spread word about the channel here. And then also, if you have a Rumble account, you can also catch me over on Rumble. ComixDad's channel over on Rumble. All right, so what do we need? That was E5, and I need E10. Here's E110. We're going to cut them all out of the sheet first before we cut the nubs off. Then we need E113. A little bit. There we go. E113. There it is. And I think we needed E117. E117. Now, I will say, just from looking at the instruction booklet of this one versus a Gundam model that I did, the Gundam models are a lot more detailed with their instructions. This one is just kind of figure out how to piece it together. Probably the pieces you need, but it doesn't really show you how it pieces together. You got to kind of figure that out for yourself. So, but we will figure it out. Put the smaller parts on here. Okay, cool. And what I got here is just a little plot especially if there's like a little mark or something like that. And try and smooth it out or smooth it away a little bit. But you don't want to go too hard, then obviously you're going to scrape away at all the plastic, all the clean plastic that's around it. Also, I was told that you can get a X-Acto knife and kind of like just trim it all away like that as well, like I'm doing here. There we go. See, now it's not... Whoop. See, like, you can kind of see where the nub was attached, but not as much now that I did the file in a little bit, and that I kind of scraped away a little bit of it. Well, Hauser said, yeah, my collection is so massive, it's all in bins, and you know Hasbro and their instructions. Yeah, well, Hasbro as a whole, I even hated buying this because it has the Hasbro logo on it, but Cole Hauser, much like you, sir, and much like Jay, Drunk 3PO, I love Transformers. Transformers has always been cool. Now, am I like a super extensively knowledgeable Transformers fan? I mean, it depends. Depends on what we're talking. But, I mean, I love Transformers. And especially the current IDW Transformers run, or not IDW, I'm sorry, Skybound Transformers run from Skybound Comics, which is a subsidiary of Image Comics. But that has been fantastic, written by Daniel Warren Johnson. I actually reached out to Daniel Warren Johnson. He has his own website that you can submit questions to and stuff like that. So I actually emailed him and asked him if he would like to come on Talking Shop, which is my live show that I do with guests. And I mean, I figured he wouldn't even answer me because he's a busy guy. He's writing so many different books for Image right now. But he actually did respond, which was cool. Now, unfortunately, he said he could not because he's already doing a bunch of podcasts and everything. But he did thank me for the invitation, and I told him how much just I love this one of Transformers that he did, and he really appreciated the compliment. So just the fact that I didn't heard back from him at all was cool. Tiny Pandaface over on Rumble, first Patty Quinn is here. Because I got stuff in the way here. Patty Quinn is here with the Trump dance. Tiny Pandaface is here. Says ComixDad, yay, crafting stream. I'm using EV Mux for my stream tonight. Can't wait to see how it goes. Well, Tiny Pandaface, what time is your stream? I will do my best to catch it. Because Queen Comics Wife is also streaming today. She'll probably do 8 o'clock or 8:30 like she normally does. But I will try and bounce back and forth between hers and yours. So just let me know what time you're streaming. Tiny Pandaface says microphone's going in and out, by the way, ComixDad. How's that? Is that better? Because I have the direction, I have it on omnidirectional, or unidirectional right now instead of omnidirectional. So, but if I turn on omnidirectional, you guys will hear the fan from the PC. So, I don't really want to do that to you guys. But there we go. Next hand done. Cool beans. Alright, so I think we can skip over the other right hands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to a couple of left hands. Just to kind of move things along a little bit. So we got to go back to G, which I have right here. So for one of the left hands, we need G, 9, 11, and 16. So let's see. We've got G, 8. Right? 8, G, 9. G11, and G16. And if anybody has any questions about doing plastic model kits, like I said, I'm fairly new to doing them myself. I will do the best I can to try to answer questions. And the Panface said, I'm streaming at 9 tonight, and if you can't, no worries, you're still super. Oh, thanks, Teddy Panface. No, I'll probably bounce back and forth between your stream and Comics Wave stream. Just at least so I can say hi and see how you're doing with EV Muck and whatnot, especially if you have a couple of questions about it. But no worries. But also, how is the microphone next? Is that better? Let me know. And also, hopefully everybody is enjoying the music. This is, some of it is music, like background music that comes with the streaming software I'm using, EV Mux, or the web-based streaming platform. So some of this music is EV Muck, but what we've been listening to so far has actually been all of my own creation using Uno AI. So, like, I mean, granted, I didn't create it, AI created it, but I put in the prompts for the style. So hopefully everybody is enjoying it. And thank you to the 8 people who are on YouTube, who are on Rumble, for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Lady Peppy says, the mic is still kind of going in and out. I think we need to keep it close to the face. Alright. There. How about that? Is that better, Tiny Panda Face? Now I'm going to be super loud in everybody's ears because of you. Let me turn down the gain. So everybody, if you are... ComixDad is way too loud in my ear now. You can play Tiny Panda Face because she is the one that's the head closer to me. Literally. Cool. Cool. Okay, so this is a fit. Oh, there we go. Optimus. Here, we'll put the right hand here. And then now, what do we want? In wheel. So let's find G2. There we go. G18. Oh, let's get G11 while we're here. Then G18. Right over. Yeah. Tiny Panface says that's much better. You're not loud at all. The music is louder than you are, actually. Alright, so the volume control for the music on EV Mux is kind of odd. There, let me turn that down. Alright, there. Hopefully the music's not too low now, and you guys can hear me just fine. Right, there we go. But yeah, so we've got that. Now we're gonna just clip our stuff off. Once we start making some progress here, I'll take a quick little break because I actually have some Transformers related stuff to show you guys, some Transformers comics actually that I've got. Just to share with you guys because this is sort of somewhat a Transformers stream. So I figured I'd have some Transformers stuff to show. And then Cole Hauser, I do have one thing to show that you may not necessarily be too fond of, but it is Transformers related. So we were talking about it this morning in Welcome to Rebellion chat. But let's make some progress here. Let's get through at least building an arm first. So I'm just building hands. About to throw hands? Throw hands. Cool. Okay. There we go. And then so now we have a hand built that once we get Optimus's cannon or laser gun or whatever you want to call it built, we have a hand that can hold it now. So there we go. So now let's move on to some arm construction. So the arms are identical, so that's nice. So pretty much all we got to do is just take the pieces and then take them again. So we need A2, this is A1. Okay, so we need, because we're gonna do these one arm at a time. You know what? It'd be easier to do this. Let me just put that down there. So we need A2 6. Where's 6? A2 6 is right here. We need A2 7. I gotta be right back. I heard one of the kids screaming. Hang out. Okay, I am back. I had to handle a child situation. The older one is off from school. They have some kind of teacher in-service thing today. So she's home with then our younger one. She's not in kindergarten just yet. So you may hear her in the background. She's going to hang out in here and watch some TV while I do some stuff. So if you do hear the TV a little bit, I apologize. But it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, and then Queen Comics Wife had to head out for something real quick. So we're done dealing with the older one being an older child, doing the older sibling things, and the younger one being the younger sibling, doing the younger sibling things. So it is what it is. But okay. Anyway, where were we? So we were at A26, A27, A29. Okay. So I'll just get the nub off of that now. Just real quick, because we ended up cutting that nub a little short. There we go. Okay, let's see. Sorry, just trying to put on for the younger one while we're hanging out here. There we go. And there we go. Okay. We got it. Younger one is all set up with something to hang out with, and so are we. But anyway, let's see. So we got A2679. We need A21. Okay, we got that. A210. A23 and A24. Probably just need this whole A2 sheet, because I think there's 2 A2 sheets. Okay. You can come sit over here. Alright, so yeah, you guys may hear the TV a little bit, but it is what it is. The little one wants to hang out with me. She wants to watch a movie, so I got no problem with that. Hopefully you guys don't either. But thank you to the 11 people hanging out here as we are building Optimus Prime. Let's see. So A25, A24, A23, A28, A25. Okay, yeah, so we need this whole A2 sheet, basically. What about A22? I don't see A22. So what, we needed everything but A22? Okay. Alright, so we're going to cut that out. Because there's 2 A2 sheets. So, but I don't understand what this A22 piece is for then. Because I literally cut out all the other pieces. Cole Hauser said, just happy you're not building Optimus Primal. Sorry, dude. No, I'm not saying Beast. Cole Hauser, this morning in the chat on Welcome to Rebellion, I wasn't saying that you, what was it? That I wasn't saying that Beast Wars is better. I just like Beast Wars, that's all. But yeah, no, Optimus Primal is not even my favorite character from Beast Wars. So, it's Cheetor. But Patty Quinn over on Rumble says, Decepticons roll out, and I want to watch a movie with you too. Well, Patty Quinn, that is something that I may be doing in the somewhat near future here. Now that I have the computer, I just need to buy an external optical drive for it, and I was thinking about maybe doing some movie watch parties and stuff. There's a couple of ways that I can go about doing that I know some people have been doing, and some people have shared kind of neat and interesting ways of doing it with me. So, oh, okay, hold on, the camera froze. So for whatever reason, I'm using my phone as an external camera, and for whatever reason, it keeps, the app keeps, like, randomly closing on me. So, Cole Hauser says, I hear you just having fun. No, you're good, man. You're good. Tiny Panda Face said Optimus Prime's voice in the movie did something to me. Fair enough, Tiny Panda Face. Autobots, roll out. There's my Optimus Prime. But anyway, so we need to get B2, which is yellow. So we need B2 4. So we'll cut that out. Okay. Get that over here. And then we need B11, B11, and B16. So let's see, where's B11? B11. And where's B16? B16, but which B1? Oh, that's B17. Never mind. B16 is right here. Okay, cool. There we go. And for anybody who is ever interested in doing plastic model building, what I have over here. I'll tilt this up just a little bit so you guys can see. This is a tray just to hold all like the sheets of plastic in. This way, it's just easier for organization. That's all. And then I have this rubber mat here just so I can see things clearer for like the plastic pieces and stuff, because if you just do it on like a regular countertop or something, also if you do it on a hard top, it can bounce, it can roll, it can slide. On this, the pieces aren't really bouncing as they hit the mat, they're just kind of staying put. So, but I think we have all of our pieces for the arm. We're just looking to see where because A22. Oh, okay, we use A22 in the body. Okay, so we don't need A22 right now. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna go, and we are going to cut our piece, cut the nubs off of all of our pieces. Try and make them as clean as possible. And if we don't have super clean cuts, I will be getting the X-Acto knife or the file out. Like I've already got one here on this piece. I'll make that 2. Okay. So we got the file. See what we can do about that. Got the X-Acto knife. Ow. And you gotta be careful with the X-Acto knife, because I just got the tip of my finger. Not bleeding. Well, a tiny bit. But that's okay. I'm a man up and just dig on through. Never play with knives, kids. Tiny Panface said we watched the 1960s version of 13 Ghosts on Horror Streams channel this morning. It was super fun. You had to tell Queen Comics Wife about that, Tiny. She probably would have enjoyed that. Patty Quinn says I'm an Optimus Prime fan for life. Oh my goodness! Hold on one second, because I do not have my stuff open. Yarn Witch Live on YouTube says, Yarny Raid, what up? Yarny, what up, girl? I didn't know you were done already. Sorry. Well, first off, thank you so much for the raid on YouTube. I appreciate it. And secondly, sorry I couldn't hang out for your stream earlier. By the time I realized you were streaming, I was already I was out. I was taking care of some things. I came back, started setting up for this. But thank you, Yarn Witch Live, Yarny, for coming on over and hanging out and sending the Yarny army with you. I appreciate it. You're good, kiddo. You're good. I don't need it. Come on. The little one heard that I got the tip of my finger with the X-Acto knife, so she's looking for a band-aid. But the bleeding's already stopped. We're good. But yeah, for everybody that came over from, I'm good, sweetie. I'm good. Here, you want it? Here, just put it right here on the end of the table. This way, if I need it, I'll use it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. You want to say hello into the microphone? Just say hello.
Hi.
There we go. Go watch your movie. Yeah, she's hanging out with me in here. Queen Comics Life went out to do something, and then had to separate her and the 10-year-old, because the 10-year-old's off from school today. Yeah, teacher in service thing or whatever. But yeah, we wanna just try and get any of the excess stuff from when we cut the stems off. That's pretty good. So this is probably going to take longer than the actual stream itself. So this may be a two-parter, a two-part stream. Maybe we'll do the second half of it tomorrow or something. I don't know. We'll see how long this takes. We're already 40 minutes in, and I feel like we have not gotten much accomplished. White Double Otaku says, I did get to meet Peter Cullen at an anime con one time, and I don't mean a meet and greet line. Oh, cool, White Double Otaku. Yeah, Queen Comics Wife did get to meet Peter Cullen, but unfortunately it was a meet and greet line. She had to pay to get his autograph, and his wife loves Peter Cullen, not for Optimus Prime, but for the voice of Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Fun fact for anybody that didn't know that, Peter Cullen, the voice of Optimus Prime, is also the voice of Eeyore. A donkey named Eeyore is his friend. Or however that line goes. Yeah, now we're making some progress. There we go. Now we get that. Yes. Yarnwitch Live said, did not know that. Did not know that Peter Cullen was also Eeyore? Yeah, I did not know that either, but Queen Comics Life got to meet Peter Cullen. We went to GalaxyCon in Richmond, Virginia. I think it was, March or April of last year. And he was there. So Queen Comics Wife, she used to play the Lorcana trading card game, Disney trading card game. And so she had an Eeyore card. And she took the Eeyore card and he signed the Eeyore card for her. And apparently he did the Eeyore voice for her, and she damn near lost her mind. But we had the kids with us, so I took the bigger one with me to go meet Christopher Sabat, voice of so many iconic anime characters between Dragon Ball, One Piece, My Hero Academia, and so many other anime titles. But so the little one went with her to meet Peter Cullen, and the little one likes Winnie the Pooh. And so when the wife said when the little one heard Peter Cullen do the Eeyore voice, she goes, "It's the donkey! It's the donkey!" Yeah, she couldn't remember the name Eeyore at the time because she wasn't even, I think she was like maybe 3.5 at the time. So, no, she was a little over 4. Tiny Panda Face on YouTube, or on Rumble, says hi to Yarny over on YouTube. Because that is the awesome thing about this platform, this EVMux platform as well. I can show the chat, or I can show both chats up on the screen at the same time. So this way YouTube people and Rumble people, y'all can talk to each other. But let me see. Here, let me put my headphones back on, because I'm not hearing the music, and I'd like to hear the music too. And let's see where we're at with the music. Oh, we're just back at the beginning again. Yeah, so we're going to have probably the same, 10 bits of music playing over and over again the whole time. So, don't mind it. Oh, Queen Comics Wife is back. Hey, Queen Comics Wife.
Hi.
So, the reason why the younger one... Actually, I'm going to mute my mic for this. Hold on, guys. Okay, cool. Unmuted. Yarn Witch says, "Gotta lurk, but much love." Oh, thank you, Yarny. And Yarny says, "Hi, Tiny Bad Face." See, this is what we're talking about. I love the cross-platform communications. But yeah, so now we got all of our pieces finished. We got the nubs cut off and everything. So now we're gonna start putting it together. So, and it actually explains a little more in detail here how all these pieces fit together. So it's step 4 is we're going to grab this piece and this piece. Oh, that don't make sense. But this probably slides in after. Okay, so we need this piece go in there. Okay, and we need this one. That's gonna fit there. Okay, very cool. And then we need this piece, and we're going to put this tiny little gray thing. And I got big hands, and the pieces are tiny, so apologies that you guys can't see exactly what I am doing. But I assure you, it's all good things. So we got that. And we're going to put that over to there. Very good. So now next is this is going to go on here. Okay. Okay, and then this. Oh, okay, that just slides right on. Oof. I'm not a big fan of the pieces that just slide right on like that, but hopefully it'll all lock into place as we put more things together. Because like right here, this is just gonna slide right off like that and slide right on. Not a fan of when there's like kind of loose fitting stuff like that, because there's no like lock or anything like that, and that's just how the piece is. But I'm hoping once we attach this to a joint, that this will kind of hold this piece in place, and I think that's what's going to happen here. So now we need this piece is going to go. Where is this going to go? Oh, okay. So let's spin this. This is going to go here, and this is going to go. Thank you, Queen Comics. Let's go there. Yes. Okay. So that's how that's going to go. And we need this piece. This is going to go here. Oh, is it? I don't know. Oh, okay. So this is going to slide into this. Okay. Oh. So let's see. How does this slide in here? Because there is a flat side and another flat side. No. Not going to slide in that way. It's going to slide in. Nope. Trying to figure out how this one piece is sliding in and fitting. Or does it slide in this way? Alright, so see, this is what I mean before about you gotta make sure you get all the nubs. Because this part right here, there's still a little bit of a nub, and it's stopping it from going into the spot it needs to go into. So we're gonna try and get that the best that we can. Alright, that's much better. We can smooth it out a little bit. There we go. So now this should fit better. Oh, okay. There we go. Now that that's in there, we can do... nope, wrong way. We do... pop this out. Sometimes it's just a little bit of trial and error, because no matter what happens, sometimes the instructions are just a little convoluted sometimes with model builds, it seems. Let's get that locked into place. There we go. Now we got that. Let's put onto there. And now we're gonna take that, put that into here, into place. Cool. So now we are going to take this yellow piece, and this is going to line up right into here. It should just slot right in. kind of like that. And then now we're gonna place that over that, and all of these should line up perfectly, but we have some more of these nubs in the way. So that's why we can't put those together. Get the rest of the nubs out of the way. Patty Quinn says, I know something that slides into things. I bet you do, Patty. I bet you do. Yeah, so we get the nubs. Get those taken care of. Now let's get some of these nubs on the other side here that were stopping us. And it's not a perfect science. Smooth it out a little bit with the file. And that one we're going to have to cut. There we go. Then we got the last one over here. And we got that one. Perfect. Now we should be able to slot this back in. Woo! There we go. Now let's get this slotted back in here. And this should all line up perfectly now without any issue and all come together. And, well, unfortunately, we're having a little bit of an issue. Oh, that's why. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. So let's see. Because this should slide right in. Okay, there we go. I've got it now. Chat. Ah, damn it. This yellow piece is tricky for the arrows. Alright, so let's do that. This yellow piece is not wanting to cooperate. But the remaining... Yes, okay, I did that. Because I'm just trying to take a quick look here, see what we got going on. Yes, I did that. This yellow piece just does not want to cooperate with me. But thank you to the 15 people hanging out as you're watching me try to attempt to get this worked out. Now it should slot right in and not give me any issues. But it appears to be giving me issues. Ah, crap. Almost had it. Maybe doing these as a live stream is not the best idea. Okay. There we go. Now it's locked into place. Now we can close this up. There we go. Are these nubs still kind of getting in our way? I don't think so. But let's just smooth it out. Then we'll give Optimus a little wear and tear while we're at it. Unfortunately, we're gonna have some seams here, it looks like. Well, there we go. Now, we'll put that onto there. And pop that into place. And there. And we have an arm. And now we get to do that all over again. But at least this time, now I know what to look for. So this way we can do it. Tiny Panda Face said... Patty Quinn on Rumble said, I'm only here so I don't get fined. I don't fine anybody, Patty. Tiny Panda Face said, this is the perfect workday stream to have in the background. Well, thank you so much, Tiny Panda Face. I appreciate it. So now we need to... So what did we not cut from here? So we didn't cut A22. So we need to cut basically all of these again. But it's going to go a lot quicker this time. Because I know what I'm doing now. We need every piece out of here. Except for one. And then when you're doing this stuff, you just got to be very careful. Make sure, especially like a piece like this, where there is like a peg, you got to make sure you don't cut the actual peg. I made that mistake on a practice model kit that I was doing about a week or two ago. I mean, it didn't, fortunately, it was on a piece that didn't really necessarily matter to the whole build, but because of that, there was one small piece that I couldn't put onto the model. But it doesn't make the biggest, it's not like a complete deal breaker. It doesn't make it look like crap or anything, fortunately. So, now we need this piece. And then we need from over here, we need these two again. And then, what do we need from over here? We needed B16. Oh, here's the other 6. Okay, there we go. Cool. Now we're ready to roll. So let's get into cutting our stems again. Our nubs, whatever you want to call them. Mommy got you what? A book kit.
A bug kit.
Oh, a bug kit. Ah. Between Comics Wife had to run to the store, and I guess while she was out, she stopped at Dollar Tree or something. The little one's excited she has a bug catching kit. The little net and everything. But I hope everybody is having a very good Tuesday. I had to think about what day it was for a second. All the days are blending together. Unfortunately, the reason why I'm able to do this stream today is an unfortunate reason. A couple weeks ago, I unfortunately lost my job. The company lost a customer that they couldn't afford to lose, and because they did, I was collateral damage. Now, I have been busting my hump in the mornings and everything, applying for all sorts of things, finding all sorts of stuff to try to get back on the ground running. And I've had a couple of phone screenings. One was the end of last week. The other one was just yesterday. So hopefully one of those two turns into an interview opportunity. Because once I get to the interview, I pretty much crush it at that point. Not to necessarily toot my own horn, but it's part of the battle is just being able to have a conversation. Yes, kiddo, what's up? In a little bit, okay? And you gotta focus and make sure I don't cut the wrong thing, okay, kiddo?
Okay.
But yeah, so that's why I'm able to do kind of like these afternoon streams I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. It, like I said, it's an unfortunate reason, but I'm trying to do the best, trying to look at it the best way possible. And I'm getting out there. It's not like I'm being a lazy bum, and just relying on my wife to pick up all the slack and everything. I'm getting out there and putting the applications in. Just part of it is the job market right now is just unfortunately not great either. So, at least in the area that we live in, like there's a lot of companies around here. They are posting positions, but the unfortunate thing is they are posting positions because just they have to, even though they're choosing applicants from within. I don't know if that's like a law or like a labor law or a new business practice that companies just do or whatever. But like my wife's job does the same thing. They'll open up a position that they intend on hiring somebody from within for, but they will still post it on their careers page. And that seems to be kind of what's happening. Because I've gotten email responses back saying kind of like why I wasn't even considered or anything, because like, oh, well, hired from within and stuff like that. So that's unfortunately a thing. But I'm trying to keep my head up and just a lot of my faith in God and Jesus Christ, not to necessarily turn this into a religious thing, or for anybody that is a Christian or maybe just sometimes could use a little reassurance on some things. My faith in God and in Jesus have definitely been helping me out these last couple of weeks, because I know at the end of the day, God's got my back. As long as you accept God and Jesus Christ into your heart and know that they love you, that's all really that is expected of you. And even then, it's not really expected, but it's just as long as that happens, like, God's got a plan for everything. It may not be a plan that we like, may not be a plan that we understand, but at the end of the day, God takes care of us all. And like I said, not to necessarily go off on a religious tangent here, and I'll probably lose a couple of watchers for it, but that's just kind of my mindset right now. Patty Quinn said, "My Tuesday is alright. It's the start of the work week for me." Well, Patty Quinn, I hope you have a great work week. Okay, did we cut everything? We did, except for the yellow piece. So, get that. And got it on this side. So now we'll go back, because this piece before gave us a hard time, because there were little bits of where the nubs were that were just kind of sticking out. Tiny Panda Face says, "Trust the universe and keep moving. You can't get too religious on Rumble, lol. Rumble peeps love religious peeps." It's all good. It's all good. But, and even then, there's a difference between being religion and just having faith. And like, I'm not necessarily religious, because I don't live and die by like what a church tells me or anything like that. I rely on churches, pastors, all that stuff to kind of communicate and just basically interpret, or not interpret, but translate to me and normal people just kind of what certain verses and chapters of the Bible are saying. Because sometimes the way that the Bible is written, there are times where I just can't wrap my head around what's trying to be conveyed. So basically, when somebody does kind of like a TLDR, when like a pastor or somebody's able to do a TLDR of a verse or a passage or a chapter or something like that, it's a lot easier for me to understand. And then at that point, I'm able to really connect more with with my faith and all that. But like I said, it's not churches, pastors, all that stuff. They are not the be all and end all. It's God and it's Jesus, and it's just your faith. That's all it is. Like, organized religion is probably the worst thing to happen to Christianity. It really is, because of organized religion, a lot of people are put off by it, and because it becomes somewhat political, not like necessarily in a political sense of actual political topics, everything, but like church politics type of deal. That's why I, for the longest time, hated going to church, because it was just, well, it was a bunch of old people telling the kids and the younger crowd just kind of what to do, what to believe, how to act, all that stuff. But when you're able to find a place, or even if you just do like, I use the Bible app, and there's a men's group that I'm a part of on there where we use that, and it just kind of lays things out, and we're able to just have open discussion and sharing our thoughts and ideas and everything. So that's kind of what it's all about. We have open discussion about kind of our interpretations of what we're reading and our own kind of natural reactions to it all. But at the end of the day, really all it boils down to is accept God and Jesus into your heart, know that they love you, because regardless of whether you accept them or not, they love you. But once you're able to open yourself up and acknowledge that and put your faith in God, that God knows, God has a plan, God will work everything out. Once you're able to have that kind of faith and open up to God himself, your mindset changes. Your mindset changes. You find yourself not needing. I mean, yes, things still get stressful. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm stressing out about the situation that we're in right now. I really am. but I would be a complete mess and flying off the handle by now if didn't embrace my faith, and if I haven't been as ingrained in my faith as I am. Now, am I perfect? No, but that's the thing. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect, and we're not expected to be. All we're expected to do really is just try to do the best that we can. We try to do the best that we can, and we spread God's love, Jesus' love, word, all that stuff. And that's really all that we can do. And God doesn't expect anything else of us. So we just got to be good to your, like I say at the end of every stream and every video, be good to yourselves and be good to each other. That's really it. Tiny Panda Face says, I don't follow any religion, but I do love how helpful religion is for so many people. Yeah, exactly. White Devil Otaku says, the only reason I can watch a Tuesday afternoon stream is because I'm self-employed, fortunate enough to have talent to be a woodworker, mostly furniture. Sometimes I can take a small carpenter project. Oh, that's awesome, White Devil Otaku. Honestly, is that what you might be considering doing for a YouTube channel? Because I've seen people do woodworking in like shorts and on YouTube and stuff like that, and a lot of that stuff is really cool to see. Christian Rocker over on YouTube, what's going on, brother? He says, sometimes we are stressed, but we can still have peace. Sometimes we aren't happy, but we can still have joy. Exactly. That's kind of more or less what I was getting at. Thank you, Christian Rocker. Thanks for being here, brother. I appreciate it, man. We are just having a chill afternoon, building Optimus Prime, not making a whole bunch of headway. I'm only on the arms. but I'm on the second arm now, so that's good. So now we gotta get that in there. I remember how we did that before. Oh. One way is supposed to go in first. I think it's this way, right? It's gotta be this way. There we go. Cool. And now while we're at it, let's get this yellow piece in here, because this was a pain in the butt when we did it on the other arm. But I appreciate the 14 people hanging out here. 4 on Rumble, 10 on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. Also, big ups to the entire Comics Crew community. We have hit our end of May goal. We have broken the 300 subscriber mark on YouTube. And now, just because that happened on YouTube doesn't mean that Rumble peeps, you're getting forgotten about. Not at all. Looking to grow both on Rumble and on YouTube, just because we're having fun here. And that's all I want to do, is just have fun with people. But because we hit that goal that I set for myself at the end of March for hitting 300 on YouTube, and that was even before I got before I started going full force into Rumble. But because of that, we hit the mark, and that means that not just YouTube, but Rumble as well, we're going to be exploring some new content for the channel. Now, how that's going to work is, if you guys follow me on X, or if you see on YouTube, on the YouTube side, the subscribers, you'll see me post on X, and on YouTube, I'll be putting out a poll with a couple ideas that I've been having. And you guys are going to be able to vote on it. So now, the more votes we get, or the more people we get voting on it, the better, because it gives me a better idea in terms of what everybody wants to see on the channel. So I will be putting out that poll sometime between tonight and tomorrow. And I'll probably make it like a 3-day poll. This way people have time to share the poll and repost it and whatnot. But I'll be putting a couple ideas out there, and you guys will get the vote, and we'll see what you guys want to, and we'll find out what you guys want to see in terms of the ideas that I have. But I can't wait to share the ideas with you guys. But I'm not going to give any of them yet. Yes, what's up, sweetie? Here, I'll show. Because I don't want you on the camera. So the little one wants to show everybody what Queen Comics Life brought her. So she got a bug catching kit. So this is for where she stores the bugs. Hold on. And this is what she catches them with, and she's got a tweezer to pick them up with. There you go.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, we'll move that box. But yeah, but we are here, for everybody who's here hanging out, we are building G1 Optimus Prime model kit. And the link for this particular model on Hobby Lobby is in the description of the stream. Now Hobby Lobby likes to do 40% off streams on all their models, model building supplies, all that stuff. I don't think they're doing a sale this week. I know they were doing one last week. So I think like every other week or every 2-3 weeks, they do 40% off on model stuff. So if you want to get this model, and there has been a price increase on the model too, so you definitely want to take advantage of that 40% off. Just basically hold on to the link, grab the link from the description of the stream, hold on to that link, and keep checking Hobby Lobby at the beginning of each week. Now they're closed on Sundays, so like every Monday, go back to that link and check to see if it shows a discounted price. It would be, I think, like $32, $33, something like that for what the new price for based on what the new full retail price of the model is. I got this kit at a slightly lesser cost because it was from the last shipment that they got when the prices were lower. So they go based on the price that's printed on the box. Queen Comics Wife on YouTube goes, "Hey, Comics Dad, is tiki chicken masala good for dinner?" Is absolutely good for dinner. Patty Quinn said, "One of my aunts texts me all the time what one of her cousins shares with her from Rumble, and it's something religious. Comics Dad and Patty Quinn play Fortnite." Patty Quinn, hey, we can figure that out, man. I didn't do a multiplayer stream this week, but I'm thinking I might be bringing them back actually. So, Tiny Panda Face says, "Heading out, Comics Dad. Great stream. Have a super day." Tiny Panda Face, you have a super day, lady. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Queen Comics Wife said, "Wait, Patty Quinn is leaving me out of Fortnite." Queen Comics Wife, you will get in on the Fortnite action too. We'll probably do a Fortnite stream to start the week next week. But yeah, so let's put this together. I've been sitting here rambling on, and we need to get this guy built. We need to get Optimus built. We need to get him built so he can go lead the Autobots. So now, here what we need to do. So we need to get that in there. There we go. Get that put there. Now we got this piece. We got that. And we've got that. Put this all together. And what do we got? We got that. And now get this. Wait, why is this not looking right? Because I put that on backwards. Crap. Okay, hold on. I was not watching. That's why you gotta be extra careful with what you're doing with this stuff. So now we gotta take our tweezers. We'll just pry that off. Take that. Turn it around. Wait, did I have it the right way? No, I did not. We gotta have it this way? Wait, that's not making sense. Oh, that's because these are... That's why. Okay, get this off of here. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Tiny gray piece down on the floor. Now you gotta reach down and grab it.
I can't get it.
Hold on, Carol.
That's a big piece, but
Hold on, Carol. Oh, I got it. Look how really. Oh, ow, I keep hitting the microphone with the headphones. But no, we got it. I was worried I wasn't going to be able to find it in the carpet, but we got it. Alright. I was putting that in upside down. That was the problem here. Okay. So we got this piece. This goes like this. This goes like that. There we go. Making progress now. Oh no! The gray piece fell out. Let's get back in. There we go. Now we can put this piece on. There we go. Now we're cooking. And then we can pop this on. Looks like these nubs are getting in the way. I didn't get these all the way. So let's just sand that down or grind that down a little bit. So that's getting in our way here. And we're good on this side. So we should be able to get that back in there. Line that up just right. Cool. And there we go. Now we'll pop in. Oh boy. There we go. We're cooking. We're grooving. There we go. Now we got Optimus's arms. Alright, so now we can finally move on. We're done with the arms. Took long enough. Patty Quinn said, I'm free all day Sundays and Mondays, but Tuesday through Saturdays I'm free after 4. Queen Comics Wife said, ComixDad, if you want to stream tonight, you can. No, Queen Comics Wife. It is Tuesday. Tuesdays are your stream nights. I'm just doing this just because I've been wanting to do this for a while. I figured a nice afternoon stream would be good for everybody. But speaking of which, thank you everybody, the 11 people on YouTube, the 4 people on Rumble for hanging out today as we're building Optimus Prime. So we're going to move on to the next part. The next part we are building is Optimus's head. So let's say. So now we go over to the F. That's E1. Here's F. So this is F2. Okay. So we're going to grab Optimus's eyes. So F2, 4. There are his eyes. So now I need C1, 3. C1, 3. I'm going to grab his face. And then we need C1, 2. Looks like it's the inside of his head. The brain basket. And so this wants us to put these together first. So we'll do that real quick. I hope everybody is enjoying the stream. And I hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. We're just here, we're chilling, we're hanging out. And I hope everybody's enjoying the music. This is just some neat music that some of it comes with the online studio that I'm using, EVMux. But some of it also is just AI music that I've generated just for general use on the channel here as well. So I hope everybody's enjoying it. It's got some nice chill vibes going for a chill afternoon. That's all. And be sure, please guys, to hit that like button on the stream if you're enjoying this. And also, if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the YouTube side. And on the Rumble side, please consider hitting that follow button. Now, if you're somebody like me who has both a YouTube and a Rumble and likes watching content on both platforms, if you don't mind, maybe head on over to the opposite platform of what you're watching on now. And also follow or subscribe to the channel and hit a like on the stream as well, if you don't mind. That'd be super cool. It'd be super great, and I'd appreciate it. But you don't have to. It's a free country. Everybody does what the hell they want. For the most part, within reason. Alright, let's see. Try and get these eyes into here. This might be a tweezer job. So we gotta drop these into here. Oh, ow. Flip them. Oh, no, I just needed to flip it. I was trying to put them in upside down, apparently. There we go. Let's get this off of India.
But this
Now we
what's
get to go
wrong?
this
Since this time
here. Cool. Now we need C14 and C16. C14
I guess it's a time for that.
and
This
C16.
is Gaia. What?
Very cool. There we go. Patty Quinn said I was told to come by here by the streamer. Yeah, that's right, Patty. You better listen. No, thanks, Patty, for popping on over, man. You can go back to your regular Rumble watching duties, sir. Thank you kindly. Patty Quinn says, Queen Comics wife, I didn't know you played Fortnite. She does and she doesn't. She only plays when I play it on stream. And neither her nor I are very good at it. Now that this is together, pretty sure this goes, slides into here, which is cool. So now we get to finish Optimus's head. Slide that over. So now we need get the tweezers out of the way. While we're in C, let's stay in C for a second. A C19. Where is C19? Oh, right there, this tiny guy. There we go. And then we need E112. This is E1. E112. And E111. Okay. That's E112. Put that over to the right side. E111. Put that over to the left side. Because they're pretty much the same piece, but I think depending upon which side they go on. Now we need E19 and E115 to finish building the head. E19, E115. Here we go. Okay. Let's do this. Now we get to cut all of our little nubs off. Especially on this tiny piece here, which is like the crest on Optimus's head. There we go. Nice clean cut there. There we go also. Perfect, I like that. Another clean cut. What I do not like is how that cut just now. So we'll do a little, quick little file. Get that smoothed out a little bit. Cool. There we go. And that feels a little rough too. So we're just kind of do that. Get the X-Acto knife back out again. Hopefully we don't get the tip of the finger like we did last time. Almost did. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better, a lot smoother. I like that. Gotta put the cap back on the X-Acto knife. Safety first. Let's get all the scrap over to here. Cole Hauser said, just be glad it's not a Metroplex model. You'd be streaming for 3 years. Oh, jeez.
Daddy,
Yes.
it's broken.
Okay, that is a string. I can tie that later for you, okay? But it's going to take time, okay? Because I am not good with knots. But for right now, just
I just
be patient. Okay?
that it will pull through a white.
I think it's supposed to go the other way. That's why. That's fine. We'll figure it out later, okay? Okay, so now that we got all of our pieces for the rest of the head out, we're going to go this piece to the front crest, which goes here. Pretty sure. Yep. There we go. And then now E12, which was on this side. That should slot. Oh, that's going to slot in after we piece this together, I think. So we're going to go up here. And then we go back here. And this should come together very nicely. And it's not. We still got a. Alright, we still got a little bit of resistance we have going on. Trying to figure out exactly what. Okay. Okay. I think we're good now. At least we should be good now. There we go. And the other side squeezes right in. Perfect. Okay. This side goes on here. And oh no. Oh no. Trying to find. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thought we lost the fin for the other side of the head. Yep, this one lines up there. Just got a little notch there that we have to line up just right. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, give you Optimus Prime's head. Oh no! Alright, this camera app keeps closing on me for some reason, and I don't know why. Queen Comics Wife said you froze. Yeah, I didn't freeze. It's the camera app on my phone that I'm using. If it keeps closing on me for some reason, I don't know why. So, but here we have Optimus Prime's head. There we go. Okay. I'll turn that a little bit. There we go. So now we have Optimus's head done. Now we're moving on to probably the most detailed part. Well, yeah. Actually, no, it looks like the legs are actually the most detailed. But we're moving on to the chest now. So now we need our A1, which is red. And not A1 sauce, for anyone out there who likes that pathetic excuse of a steak sauce. Looking at you, Queen Comics Wife. Steak sauce is not natural. You should just trust the flavor of the steak so long as it's prepared well and a good cut of meat. Alright, so we need A1 and A2. A1. And we need A2. And now we need F5. The dark gray. F5. Here we go. Cool. So now let me cut these pieces. Get that off of there. Get these off here. Now, if you don't get a clean cut the first time, that's okay. That's why you have a file typically, and why you have the X-Acto knife. Or if you're just really, really good and careful, you just, with the nippers that I got here, you can just go back over it again and just try and get that scrape that last little bit that you missed off. So like right there. There we go. Cool. Nice. Now we got that. These go together. And this. Whoa, okay, this looks funky. So that goes in there. This is what that looks like. Whoa. Alright. Hopefully this is going on the right way, because this part is getting pretty tight. Yeah, so that was the flush. Okay, yeah, that is the right way. Okay, good. Good. But we're getting some resistance, so let's grab our tweezers. Separate that without getting anything broken, and figure out what's going on. It's just a matter of getting that gray piece pushed all the way in and flush. Yep, that's exactly what that was. Okay. So now this should fit right in there like a glove. There we go. Cool. Now we got that done. Now we gotta do the other side. So this is the piece we just put together. Now we gotta do it on the opposite side. So now we need A4 and A3. Queen Comics Wife said, I need you to take the big one to dance. Alright, Queen Comics Wife, so we will end the stream here in about 30 minutes, guys. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish the build. So what we'll do is we'll do an afternoon stream tomorrow to finish the full build. This way we can we don't have to rush. We can take our time and we can get the rest of it done. But we've been going for an hour and a half so far. So yeah, about another 30 minutes. We'll close it out because I got to go take the older one to her dance class. But in the meantime, let's keep on going here for the last little bit that we got. Let's at least see if we can get most of the chest built and put together. But if not, it's not a big deal. That's why there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow always comes.
Dad,
Yes, kiddo.
I fixed it all by myself.
Oh, you did? Oh, you did a great job.
See?
Look at Comics Kid number 2 here. She's fixing stuff on her own.
And then it fell apart when I was walking. I will fix it.
Oh, it fell back apart? It's okay. You're trying your best, and that's what matters.
I sang this
But if you need me to help you out with it, I will help you out with it once we're done taking your sister to dance, okay?
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, these are... The legs are probably going to take the most amount of time, because the legs have the most pieces to them, it looks like. So this... Don't know if we'll get this part done, but we'll figure it out. We gotta do... Alright, this is not making sense. Basically, we're just doing opposite of what we did on the other side. So I don't understand why I'm having a hard time. And why this is looking the way... Oh, because I gotta spin it. I am not the brightest person in the world. Just letting everybody know. There we go. Get that nice and flush. I'll get this over and on here. This one is just being a pain and doesn't want to slide in. Oh, thank you, kiddo. There we go. Now we got it slid in. There we go. Got our pieces together now. Oh, sorry for hitting the microphone there with the hat, everybody. Not used to the microphone being so close to me. Okay. So now that we did that, now we're going to start putting the chest together. So we need A15 and A16. Queen Comics wife, since I have to take the big one to dance, can you please do me a favor and tell her to get her dance clothes on? So this way we can get her to dance. A110. A110 is here. And then tomorrow, I'll probably do this stream a little earlier. This stream, I actually wanted to start this stream at like 12 or 1 o'clock today, but it just didn't happen. I had to run out and go take care of some things. But tomorrow, so long as there's nothing that needs to be taken care of, we'll probably be starting the second half of this stream, probably around 12 or 1. So this way we can get it done, get it all taken care of. Oh, we need more pieces. We need F22 and F21 and F23, which are all right here. F22, F21, and F23 is this tiny little ball joint looking thing. Professor Savage Dad is here. What's going on, Professor Savage Dad? How are you, brother? He's saying the arms are looking nice. Yeah, I mean, they're a little scratched up while I was just trying to file down some of the uneven sides, but at the same time, Optimus is a warrior, so it kind of works. I'm not liking that seam is not completely closed up, but it is what it is. Did the best I could. This also is a different beast compared to doing like a high-grade Gundam model. This it just for whatever reason seems like the plastic is just different. It feels like, but you would know better than I do, Professor Savage Dad. Also, ladies and gentlemen, both on YouTube and on Rumble, please go check out Professor Savage Dad both on X and on Rumble. He's a great guy. He's into comic books and all sorts of nerdy stuff like myself too. And he is part of the reason why I'm actually doing this stream and why I'm interested in doing some more plastic model builds. He and I were talking, and he did he's done quite a few Gundam model builds, which is called Gunplay, which is Gundam plastic. But yeah, so kudos to Professor Savage Dad. Cheers, brother, to you, sir, for putting me onto this, because I'm having fun. Professor Savage Dad said the seam didn't close on the one we have. Oh, okay, so the seam just is like that for that. Gotcha. Alright, so now we've got those. And then we need F16, F16, C110, F111. Alright, so let's go to C1 first. So we need C110. There we go. And there's two F16s. And then F111, which we've got right here. And I think his chest actually opens up, so you can pose him that he's opening up his chest, which is really cool. So, let's, now we've got all of our pieces for this next part. So let's start taking care of getting these ends cut off. Professor Savage Dad said, bro, you beat me to streaming it. I am still finishing my 3D printed RX-78 head. Hey, man, I didn't know you were going to be building Optimus on stream. My bad, man. But, yeah, Professor Savage Dad is doing a really cool 3D print for anybody that's into Gundam. It is Amuro Ray's, the original Gundam, the RX-78. He's 3D printing just the head, but Professor Savage Dad, I think it's what, like a 1/40 scale or something like that. You're printing it pretty big from what you showed me, or like a 1/50 scale of it or something like that. Oh no, you're not going to build Optimus. Okay. Oh, do you just mean like just model building in general streams? Hey man, I'm not the first person to do it, and I sure as hell won't be the last. So you good, brother? You good? Sorry I beat you to it. There we go. So we got those, we got that. Professor Savage Dad said, I'll get to a Megatron as my first real Lego set. Gotcha. Yeah, we don't... I was telling Cole Hauser over on the YouTube side, because he's got Lego Transformer set he wants to do. Just put together still. Unfortunately, we don't have room for Lego, because Lego gets bulky and all that, but that's why I like these plastic model kits. Because, A, they're posable, so yeah, I can try and make space for... I can make them fit a lot easier with the room that we've got. And also just the Lego kits, it just... We don't have room for Lego kits, especially those bigger, bulkier ones. I wish we did, but we don't. So maybe one day we'll be able to maybe move, get a bigger house, or maybe expand on the house or something like that. So this way ComixDad could get his ComixDad cave. And then put all my nerdy crap in there. There we go. So, I think putting together this piece is going to be the last one that we do, because it's already 4:15. I got to leave to take the big one to dance at 4:45. So, depending upon... Yes, kiddo.
Look.
Good job.
We show everybody.
Okay. So, Comic Kid number 2, her bug catching kit, the strings were not fully attached and tied through. So she kind of did it her own way, and she's very proud of it, and she wants to show everybody. I am proud of you too, Comics Kid number 2. I love you. Good job. And if it falls apart, it's okay. We'll just try again later. Okay?
Daddy,
Oh, thank you.
Dad, would I please watch something else?
Yeah, let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll change what you're watching. Okay? Well, I don't even think you've been watching it. You've just been hanging out doing your thing, right?
Yeah?
Yeah. So I don't even think you really need to watch something. You haven't been watching the whole time, kiddo. You're keeping yourself busy just like Dad is. And then we went for a nice walk earlier, right? Yes, we did. Yep, all of us. Because Queen Comics' wife works from home, so we were able to go. And the older one was home from school today because they didn't have school because of some stupid teacher in service day thing or whatever. I don't know. Teachers get too much time off during the school year. They have the entire summer off. I don't know why they need like 15 days off during the school year on top of it. Built into the school schedule, and I think they still get paid for it, but they don't even put a whole day's work in. That's the other thing. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate teachers, the ones that actually are, teaching. Era Fate's back, says, "Hey, I'm here for a bit." Thank you for coming back, Era Fate. I appreciate it. All right, so what we got going on here? So this goes this way. And then, alright, this is going to be the problem, is these tiny things. Alright, so these tiny things go on the outside. Okay. That's got a slot right in there. Okay. And this has got a slot right in there. Perfect. I like it. Okay, so let's line this up. We're putting the windows in Optimus' chest. His chesticle. There we go. Alright, that's one.
Dad, where was my song you got me when I was hungry yesterday?
Hold on one second, kiddo.
Where is it?
Hold on one second, kiddo. Let me finish popping this in place, and then I got you, okay? This other one doesn't want to pop into place as easily for some reason. Oh, that's why. No. Okay, I have it the right way. Why don't you want to pop in?
Not good.
Professor Savage Dad said, "Weird, pretty sure I already followed you." Well, hey man, if you're not, it's all good. No hard feelings, brother. But if you are now, I appreciate it, my guy. Well, that goes for everybody, all 11 of you between YouTube and Rumble. If you guys are following or subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it. But if you're not, and you need to kind of feel out the process and see if you like what I'm doing here, that's totally fine too, and I get that. But I just appreciate you guys all being here and hanging out, watching me, a functional idiot, do this. Wait, did I put these in backwards? Yes, I put these in backwards. Also, pop that out, spin it around, put it back in. Break this. There we go. Much better. Now we gotta pop this one out. Spin it around. There we go. There we go. Now,
Dad, I want
put
the
this
hole.
on. What was that, kiddo?
I want the hug.
You want a hug? I can do that.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
Dad, do you need the band-aid?
No, I am good. Thank you, though, sweetie.
Because you cut the cut.
I did earlier, but I'm okay now. Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Love you, but
I love you more.
you
Crap. There we go. I got that back into place. Cool. So now what we gotta do, this tiny little thing here, gotta go into the hole. Cool. Got that in there. Now what's next? Next is this piece going into okay, I'm not sure exactly how this is supposed to go in there. Because this is saying that this needs to go in here. I get so nervous about stuff like this. Because I don't want it to break as I'm doing it. Doesn't want to get in. Come on. Holy jeez. Patty Quinn says, no, I love ComixDad's more. I'm pretty sure you don't, Patty Quinn. So Professor Savage Dad, I don't know about you, man, but getting this one piece of the chest into place is kind of rough. Alright, there we go. There we go, we got it now. So basically what this is the front of Optimus' chest. And then if you pop all this open, that's supposed to be his spark. Right there. And if you don't want to be exposing his spark, you just close it all on up. There we go. Patty Quinn says, okay then, I love Comics Wife more. Hey now, buddy. Okay, so now we've got that. So we've got this here, A10. This is supposed to come together. I think here, right? Wait, what? What's going on? Was I not supposed to put the doors on yet? Okay, I think this is A110. Right? Yeah, I did A110. So, oh, okay. Okay, so this is all supposed to line up like this. Yes, kiddo.
Okay, turn on my new fan. I'm hot.
Hold on one second, okay?
Okay,
Let's line this up. Pop that in. Pop that in, and there we go.
Dad,
Okay.
did you hear me?
Yes, I did hear you, kiddo.
I know which button. Right.
popped right into place.
Yep.
There we go. Optimus chest. So let me come on over to here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all of you who have been hanging out for the last almost 2 hours watching me do this. So we have currently the front part of Optimus' chest. 2 pieces here, which I don't know where they belong yet. We have his arms, and we have his head. So that's what we've got so far for Optimus. And we've got some hands built. There's more hand configurations, but I didn't want to worry about building all 10 hand configurations today. So this is where we're going to stop today because I got to go take the older one to dance in about 15 minutes. But we will be continuing this tomorrow. So be sure to come by tomorrow. Keep an eye on my X account. If you don't follow me already on X, I'm at ComixDad on X. And keep an eye on the YouTube page for those of you subscribe to YouTube. Turn on notifications. You'll see when I post on there. But I'm thinking probably a 12 o'clock or a 1 o'clock stream. But wait, hold on 1 second. Can you please go that way? Thank you. Here, let's go. I went to the wrong thing. But again, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. Please be sure to like, subscribe, follow me on X. If again, keep an eye out on the X account, especially over the next couple days. I'm going to be putting up a poll since we hit 300 subscribers on YouTube. So everybody can vote on what they want to see for new content for the channel. I have a couple ideas I'm kicking around in my head, this being one of them. But yeah, keep an eye out. Go vote. Once I put it up, I should put it up tonight or tomorrow morning. But I appreciate you guys all being here, watching, hanging out. And as usual, please, everybody, remember to be good to yourselves, be good to each other, support your local comic shops, support independent comic creators, and support small creators, both like myself, like Professor Savage Dad, Tiny Panda Face, Yarn Witch, all the streaming friends who popped in during the stream here today. And let's see, for those of you hanging out over on Rumble, I'm going to raid you over to the real Tomby on Rumble. For the YouTube people, I'm not able to raid yet because I think you have to be monetized in order to raid other people. So I am not there yet. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll continue this tomorrow, part 2 of building Optimus Prime. Until then, everybody, this is ComixDad saying I'll see you all later. I'm gonna hit you with a thank you. I'm gonna hit you with and then I'm gonna hit you with the opening video.